Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Alex Morash, and let's queer up business. Overwhelmingly, 97% of all shareholders of Apple vote to keep DEI. Apple shareholders have overwhelmingly rejected a proposal to dismantle the company's diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI programs. The vote in favor of rejection was 97%. The proposal came from the conservative National Center for Public Policy Research. It urged Apple to follow other corporations that are retreating from DEI under pressure from the Trump administration. Apple quickly dismissed the suggestion. Out CEO Tim Cook reaffirmed the company's commitment to diversity while acknowledging the possible adjustments due to legal challenges. Stefan Padfield from the National Center for Public Policy Research claimed Apple's DEI policies could lead to lawsuits. He said, quote, "The vibe shift is clear. DEI is out and merit is in," end quote. Apple's moves mirror Costco's, which also rejected a similar proposal last month. Despite legal threats, both companies insist diversity strengthens their businesses. Cook remains firm, saying, quote, "We will continue to create a culture of belonging," end quote. Apple's diversity report shows most employees are white or Asian men. Apple, valued at $3.7 trillion, argues inclusivity benefits both workers and the bottom line. LGBTQ activists argue that recent DEI elimination decisions by Walmart, Target, Ford, and others should put the issue to a vote from shareholders. For example, this week's Florida's Governor DeSantis and his newly appointed Attorney General filed a lawsuit against Target for having Pride merchandise in stores. Their argument is that it hurts shareholders, violating SEC disclosure rules. Scholars suggest that Apple shareholder overwhelmingly voting for the endorsement of DEI is what would have happened for those businesses. And, I'm both not shocked that Apple voters went that way, but also, I've been looking at the way all these different companies are doing it, and I'm glad that, some people are saying, like, maybe it should be put to a vote, because you look at who is making the decision, it doesn't be like one person. And, you can tell that that's not how you should run a company. That's not how you should run a society. And so I'm glad to see, Apple doing the right thing. And the rest of these companies they're the fair weather friends that I always remind people to be aware of. Like, don't trust these companies.
Especially during Pride Month.
I know.
But it's amazing. The reference to Governor DeSantis, and that hurts me to say it. The fact that the Republicans keep saying they want to get out of the minutia and the daily decisions that the general public and businesses need to do to be involved. Suddenly now they're suing you for every little trash can, like a sad HOA, going, your trash cans are out too long. It's like, Jesus Christ, you tell us you want less government, but you're shoving your government up into the business of a $3.7 trillion company or Disney or anybody else.
Well, that's like the most fascinating thing with the Target lawsuit, because I was reading on it, and it is an act of being like, well, we, have a pension fund that has stock, so we're suing you because it could hurt us.
Yeah.
But you think about that, think about what a really cool left-wing aggressive governor could do with that sort of power. I'm like, sure. maybe we should study what Ronnie is doing, so that way we can go after companies that use return to office mandates to fire disabled workers, or try to go against basic environmental rules, or try to make our society worse. The power that he's trying to grab could be used by anybody.
Right.
For good.
But Democrats have failed to. They've always taken the more ethical route than the more aggressive route. But even so, why is Florida doing this lawsuit when it was last year? Come on, we're talking about 2025, not 2024, 23, 22, 21.
No, because they're so bass backwards. But finally, some good businesses.
Yeah. But you had me, though. Democrats failed.
That's true.
but also, and I'm hoping that the Democratic powers that be are learning. But at the same point, I want to remind everybody about tomorrow's boycott of the bigger companies like Amazon, Target, Facebook, Walmart. Shop local, shop small, pay cash, and try and stay away from these bigger businesses that have eliminated their DEI. I mean, if we're against the DEI issue, we have to make our point. And tomorrow's an important day.
Right. No buying online unless it's small, local.
Exactly.
And paying cash when you can.
For sure.
And that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world.